нас есть информация от различных источников, что подобные провокации, а я по-другому это назвать не могу, готовятся и в других регионах Сирии, в том числе в южных пригородах Дамаска, где собираются подбросить опять какое-то вещество, обвинить в его применении сирийские официальные власти. Но мы считаем, что любое проявление подобного рода достойно того, чтобы его тщательным образом расследовать. Мы собираемся официально обратиться в соответствующую ООНовскую структуру в Гааге и призвать международное сообщество расследовать тщательно эти проявления.
Shalom. First and foremost, I want to give all praise and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai. Double honors to the apostles of Great Millstone, and salutation to the Akim out there pushing this truth and sincerity throughout the four corners of the earth. I'm Brother Samak from the GMS Miami camp, and what you just saw right now is President Vladimir Putin of Russia, all right, admitting that there's going to be a future events of more fake gas attacks, or what we would call false flag attacks, all right? Now, this isn't far-fetched, because if you listen to conspiracy theorists since 9/11, false flag attacks have been happening, okay, quite often, all right? There's always been fake attacks by the same people that are trying to promote or push a propaganda, all right? 9/11 was done by America, okay, and the fucking fake-ass Jews, all right? The Syrian chemical attack was done by America and them fake, well, not, and them fake-ass fucking Jews, as well as them piece of shit Arabs, the rebels, all right? So, first let me get to a scripture just to prove that this is done by the same people, man, and and what Putin just pointed out is a fact that, you know, wickedness is everywhere, man. Of course, Putin's wicked too, but, you know, he just made a valid point, man, that there's going to be fake gas attacks, man. So you can't trust the mainstream media, all right? There's the book of Psalms, chapter 55, verse 11. Wickedness is in the midst there, all right? Wickedness is in the midst of America and abroad, in the Middle East, all out the world, man. Nothing but wickedness, okay? Evil. All right. Deceit and guile depart not from her streets. Right. Deceit and guile. Lying. Deception. Okay. Deceiving people. They call it in the military covert operations. All right. And this is what Putin is pointing out. All right. Here, this is from Reuters.com. It says, Putin says expects fake gas attacks to discredit Syria's Assad. All right. So that's what you're having around here, man. Deceit and guile, all right, in these wars, man, to bring about World War III. But it's beautiful because it's pushing Vladimir Putin to have to make drastic moves, which is going to ultimately lead to them nuclear missiles firing upon America, all right? And you Americans, you're going to go out there and go play in that sandbox, all right? Because it's time for you to get judged. Reuters.com goes on and says, Moscow. President Vladimir Putin said on Tuesday that Russia had information that the United States was planning to launch new missile strikes on Syria, and that there was plans to fake chemical weapons attacks there. Right. So what you're having is you have fake, okay, attacks done by those that want to overthrow Assad. All right. Starting with America, because America's backing it. Okay. Putin was speaking hours before the U.S. Secretary of State Rex Tillerson was due to arrive in Moscow or talks with Russia's foreign minister, and days after denouncing last week's U.S. missile strike on Syrian airbase as illegal. Right. It was illegal. It was illegal because Trump, okay, didn't do an investigation. Trump didn't go to the UN and say, hey, we got to find out what's going on. Trump automatically, okay, launched them missiles. Now, of course, don't be stupid now. We know Trump's a puppet, all right? But we're just saying Trump, okay, so that it gets a clear indication that, hey, at the end of the day, he still has to follow the order of the Illuminati, all right? So Trump's the one that ultimately had to say, yes, I'll do it, all right? Because I am a puppet, I'm a mason, and I have to go along with the agenda, all right? And that's him being deceived himself, because he doesn't know that he's causing World War III to the point it's going to destroy America. That's near there, all right? Standing alongside Italian President Sergei Mattarella, who was in Moscow for talks, Putin, when asked by a reporter if he expected more U.S. missile strikes on Syria, said, quote, "We have information that a similar provocation is being prepared in other parts of Syria, including the southern Damascus suburbs, where they are planning to again plant some substance and accuse the Syrian authorities of using chemical weapons." All right, so you know Putin is getting ready, all right, and he knows that another false flag attempt is happening, all right? So here it is, man. Mainstream media is now promoting that there are false flags, there are fake attacks. So once again, are you going to believe 9/11? Are you going to believe the Boston bombing? Okay? Are you going to believe all these fucking school shootings? Right? But you Americans are fucking stupid, so you deserve what you get. Let's continue on. Psalm chapter 55, verse 21. The words of his mouth were smoother than butter, but war was in his heart. Right. That's you Americans, man. Talk about peace and everything. We need to talk it out. Yet, you're out there funding ISIS. You're building more bases. All right? Hold up. Let me get to that. Let me finish the scripture up. The words of his mouth were smoother than butter, but war was in his heart. His words were softer than oil, yet were they drawn swords. All right? And that's the so-called white man, mainly here in America. All right? So what you're seeing here, leads to my next article. United States Air Force builds massive air base in northern Syria to replace Turkey's Incirlik. Not only do you have the American mainstream media trying to use propaganda to get the American people on board with this war, behind the scenes, American military is already in Syria building up numerous bases, all right? So they're pretty much, if you're not paying attention, they're already getting ready for war, all right? They're already getting ready for war against Assad and ultimately Russia and Iran, all right? The article goes on and says several U.S. engineering teams are working round the clock to build the big new air base in northern Syria after completing the expansion of another 4. They are all situated in the Syrian borderland with Iraq. DEPCO Files Military Forces reports. All right. Now that's some of them. Okay. This is a deceitful article because they actually tell you exactly where the final base is, where they're going to be flying their planes out of. Real soon. Watch. You'll see. Let me get to it. Top Gun has also become mainly an assembly point for the joint U.S. Kurdish Tribe Air Force that is coming together in readiness for a major charge on Raqqa. When the work is finished, the rising complex of air bases will enable America to deploy twice as many warplanes and helicopters in Syria as the Russians currently maintain. Now, Tabqa, right? Where is this located at? Just to show you how deceitful these Americans are, man. All right, here's Idlib. This is where they had the chemical attack at, okay? This is where the chemical attack is, all right? This is why you need to know your maps. Like Apostle Tahar always say, you need to get into maps, all right? Let's go to scroll down. Salakia, bear with me. It's the devil fucking with this computer. All right? Now, if you zoom in, here's Damascus, right? This is Damascus. Idlib's over here. Now, where is Tabqa at, right? I'm going to show you. Tabqa is right here. Do you see how close they are? Okay. Tabqa's right here. Here's Idlib. All right. Homs, Damascus, right over here. All right. So America is moving inward into Syria. They're not out near the Iraq in the, like they said, all the base out near Iraq. No. They're right here in Tabqa, which is in the dead center of Syria. All right, and this is where they're building their air base at. So don't let these news articles deceive you. This is why you got to look shit up, as the Apostle Tahar and all the apostles of Great Millstone. So you got to look things up, man. All right. So the American army is moving inward, okay, into Syria, okay, to go against Russia, Iran, and of course Assad and the Syrian military. All right. And here's the proof down here. Tabqa is designed to accommodate the 2,500 U.S. military personnel housed at Incirlik, right? Because they're leaving Turkey and they're going into Syria, all right? There's a mass movement. Like the Americans, all right, the Germans, Bundeswehr is also on the point of quitting Incirlik and eyeing a number of new locations in Cyprus and Jordan, right? So you're seeing now even the Germans are fleeing out of Turkey, all right? So basically the disowning Turkey. The Germans are pulling out over the crisis in the relations with Ankara. That's the president of Turkey. The Americans are quitting because President Donald Trump wants to chill U.S. ties with Turkish President Recep Tayyip Erdogan. Okay? And Slovakia. Ankara is the capital, and the President Erdogan is in the capital. All right? You know, Slovakia. And cooperation with the Turkish army. Right. Because why is that? Because he's backing the Kurds. All right? The American military is funding the Kurds. 5 U.S. bases in Syria are part of Trump's three-pronged strategy, this is the key point, which aims at fighting Islamic terror, blocking Iran's land and air access to Syria, and providing the enclaves of the Syrian Kurdish PYD-YPG with a military shield against the Turkish army. So America is funding not only Turkey as well as the Kurdish, all right? And that's the reason why they're leaving Turkey, because they're putting all their money and their weaponry behind the Kurds, all right? Because the Kurds are actually in Syria doing some damage. Turkey's just, you know, is out doing and just flip-flopping because Turkey's going to Russia, all right? And then Turkey comes back to America. So Turkey is double-minded. Turkey's on ease right now, all right? So let's get back to the scriptures. One more time, Salakia. The words of his mouth were smoother than butter. Salakia, this is Psalms 55, verse 21. The words of his mouth were smoother than butter, but war was in his heart. His words were softer than oil, yet were they drawn swords. And that's America, man. America is drawing swords mainly, okay, in Syria to go against Assad, of course, Russia, and Iran, okay, as well as Iran, okay. So now, let's get to just you could say, well, this is bias, all right. It's only Putin saying there's fake news. Okay, let's get to another news. Because this is called sourcing. This is called putting two together and telling you this is the truth, all right? This is from the Canary. You can actually watch this video. Watch the ex-UK ambassador to Syria force the BBC to face the truth about Trump's airstrikes. So now this former UK ambassador of Syria is going to tell you, okay, what is going on in Syria. We get to the point. Quote, Assad may be cruel, brutal, but he's not mad. He defies belief that he would bring this all on his head for no military advantage. It would anger the Russians. Right. So Assad didn't chemically attack his people. It was America who supplied, what's it called? Through the CIA, who supplied the rebels, ISIS and all the other rebels to do that, okay? Quote, let's jump down to another quote. Trump has just given the jihadists 1,000 reasons to stage fake flag operations, seeing how successful and how easy it is with the gullible media to provoke the West into intemperate reactions. Right. A gullible media. And they're not gullible. They know what they're doing, all right? He's just giving, and he's, look, that's how you know. Okay, that's how you know he's still being a little devil. But he's saying fake flag operations. All right? So once again, false flags do happen. For all you simpletons out here that don't believe your own government can attack you. All right? Can hurt you. All right? That's how you get them to obey you, is by putting fear in their heart. Okay? It's called ruling 101. You stupid motherfuckers. All right? So that's that. Let's get to another scripture. Salakia. Mark chapter 13, verse 7. And when ye shall hear wars and rumors of wars, be ye not troubled. For such things must needs be, but the end shall not be yet. Right. And this is talking about us, okay? The Israelites. You so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans who woke up to your true biblical nationality, all right, who understand who you are. You know wars and rumors of wars are going to happen and that we will not trouble. In fact, we are rejoicing because we know, all right, this is the beginning of the end. And it is coming to an end. It's fruition, all right? We're at the cusp of World War III. Verse 8. For nation shall rise against nation and kingdom against kingdom. Right, you're seeing America rising up against Syria, all right? The Donnie, Mr. Donald Trump, shot tomahawks at Syria. And Donald Trump owns stock in Tomahawk, so he made a profit too. You good devil, Donald Trump. All right, you're doing a good job, man. Making money off the wars you're provoking. Outstanding. All right, and kingdom against kingdom. Right, Russia, America. They're about to bang Iran. Okay, they're about to bang Israel. Israel. All right, which the true Israelites are not in the land. Those are the fake Israelites, all right? The fake Israel, all right? You Israelis, all right? You, all right? Fake Jews, Jewish. You're going to go to war too with Iran and the rest. And Russia's going to clean your clock, all right? Because Russia's going to get tired of your bullshit. And there shall be earthquakes in diverse places, and there shall be famine and troubles, okay? And these are the beginnings of sorrows. And these are the beginnings of sorrows. That's right. So there is no happy time. So what are the churches teaching? What are the churches teaching in your congregation? Scripture says these are the beginnings of sorrows. So there is no happy time, all right? Your pastor's been lying to you. It behooves you to get out of them churches. Now let's go to one last article to seal the deal, and then I get to the final scripture, all right? For all you clowns thinking that, well, I'm not going to join the military. I'm just not going to get involved in this war. No, you're going to go fight in this third world war, all right? This is from RT News, all right? U.S. Air Force could make pilots stay in service against their will amid drastic shortage. Ooh, that's right. So if you're thinking about getting out the military, and you found in your mind like, oh, my God, I got to get out, guess what? Not going to happen, man. If the Lord ain't dealing with you, you're going to go fight in this third world war, all right? Because this is pretty much one step closer to a draft. It's called stop loss. It says the U.S. Air Force could soon be forcing pilots to stay in the service against their will, according to Chief of the Military Unit's Air Mobility Command. It comes amid an exodus of pilots leaving the Air Force for jobs at commercial airlines. Right, because these Air Force pilots are not fucking stupid. They're seeing what's going on. Like, yo, I got to get out of this war, man. Let me go work commercial airlines. I like to fly, but I don't want to fight in this third world war. So now there's a shortage of American pilots, all right? Because people are waking up to the bullshit. People waking up to the propaganda. Another reason why America, you're not going to be able to win this third world war, all right? Wherever there is no will to fight, okay, you will be damned and you will fall, all right? General Carlton Exhart told Roll Call that he has spoken with airline executives about the huge number of pilots leaving the Air Force. Quote, I have said to the industry, if we can't meet the requirements, the chief could drop in a stop loss. And you need to understand that, he said, referring to the practice of forcing Air Force personnel to stay in the service beyond their period of commitment, meaning your contract is null and void, meaning whatever you filled out in that contract, okay, doesn't fucking matter, all right? Perfect example of a contract or a payment, all right? That fucking gook that got kicked off the plane. Did he not pay for his airplane ticket? Guess what, all right? They still told him to get off. And he refused, and they beat his ass, all right? That's how it is, man. Because you know what? You need to realize, you little fucking Americans, man, you don't have freedom of choice. You have privileges, all right? That's enough on that final scripture. Hit it home. Revelation 6 and chapter 6, verse 4. And there went out another horse that was red, and power was given to him that sat thereon to take peace from the earth. So what are these churches talking about again? There is no peace. There is no harmony here in America and in the rest of the world. All right? All the nations are gearing up for final combat, which is that third world war. All right? We're at the cusp. You're seeing it, man. It's already happening. And they shall kill one another, and there was given unto him a great sword. And you're going to see that, man. America attack Russia, Iran attack Israel, America attack Iran, Israel attack Russia. I mean, it's going to be all types of hectic shit, man. Syria fight in America, and then eventually all the nations are going to say, fuck America, it's time to hit that place with a nuke, because it's going to come out that they are the problem on the earth. Babylon, America, all right? And with that, I hope this was edifying. As you can see, all right, your President Putin, other news articles are now admitting that false flag attacks do happen, and that a false flag attack is going to happen, which is going to cause even greater conflict, which is that third world war. And with that, I want to give all praise and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem Yahweh Shai. Double honors to the apostles of Great Millstone. And salutation to the Yakim out there pushing this truth to sincerity throughout the four corners of the earth. Love you, brothers. Keep up the faith. Keep enduring. As you can see, we are almost out of here. It's lovely. It's beautiful. Prophecy is speaking. Okay? We're not looking like bug outs anymore. These unbelievers are looking like fucking bug outs, and it's beautiful. And with that, you know our slogan. 1, 2, 3, death to America. Shalom.